everyone, this is Sally with the Polka Dot Life. I am so happy that you are here with me today. If you don't already work with a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. You can contact me through my website, thepolkadotlife.com. Today I have a really easy layout for you, but it makes a really striking card. Today we are twisting things up a little bit with our card. I have several colored versions to show you, but we are going to do a striking black and white version today. Let's flip the camera down and get started with today's project. For today's really quick and easy layout, but it's so cute, we are going to be using papers from the Pattern Party paper pack, and that is a host reward item, but there are so many great papers in there. And I will show you a card that I used making that same layout using this side, but we're going to just flip it and make a black and white card today. I think there are so many people I know that love only things black and white. They only wear black and white. That's just their favorite thing. But I also think this makes for a really nice masculine card. We are going to, I will put the measurements over on my blog. We are just going to go to 1 5/8. And just if you ever struggle with using a ruler, I swear my dad never thought that I would be able to read a ruler. But if you're going between the 1 and 2, it's just easier to count on that one and not have this in there. But just count the lines if you need to, and there will be 8s. Are these ones that are not quite as short and taller. And then each one in between tells you about the 16ths. Count it out if you need to. There is no shame in that whatsoever. You'll get used to where things are. So we are going to do 1 5/8. So 1 4/8 would be the same as 1 1/2. And then we're just going to go from 1 1/2 on here to the 1 5/8. And that is just simply going to cut these papers in two. And yes, I did them both at the same time. Just want to make sure that they are lined up together. Now, the really nice thing is this makes 2 cards if you want it to. You just put these aside until you're ready to do your next card. And then I will just put this in here, and I like about 1 1/2 for this top size piece. And we are just going to take these straight out of the trimmer, if I can pick that up, and lay them down on a work surface. With the exception of one card, I used white card bases on all my cards. And this, what I wanted to show you, the product I wanted to show you today is the Sunny Sentiments stamp set. And that is what I used on all my cards today. So here's the fun thing about this little layout. We're just going to twist that up. You can place these higher on the card and have a little more white space here. You can kind of center it. You can do whatever you want to do with this little layout. But this, if you need a card on the fly, this is a really, really great option. And it doesn't take much paper. So if you have a paper that you love and you want to make it stretch a little bit, this is for you. Okay, I'm going to use my liquid adhesive today. I have been using my tape runner a little bit more, but I kind of like this, to be able to move it around. And you know, you do kind of have to, you're not going to have a lot of wiggle time. So it's really important that you get that first piece straight. And I would suggest doing both of your top pieces first, because that's going to allow you not only to kind of get this spacing right and straight, but it is also going to allow you to kind of figure out this spacing over here. And I feel that we are pretty good. And you could also put a space in the middle if that's how you like your card. I chose not to. It's just a little kind of a modern more modern layout. Not a lot of fuss, very clean. And I do love that. And then we're just going to put this last one down. All right, now for some reason, this one decided to either scooch down, or you just might have to, you know, give things a little tug or push, but it'll be okay. Because we're gonna do some covering up here, so I just kind of want to have that pretty even at the bottom. It could be a little bit off, but I think that's pretty good. And sometimes these papers, it makes you a little dizzy trying to figure that out. I have some of this twine I thought might be kind of fun. It's new to me. It was from the Playful Pets, but it carried over to this catalog, and I think it's kind of fun. I'm just not sure how I want to use it. Let's get a little bit more to play with. I think it might be fun. Probably easier to do it this way, a little less wasteful to do it this way. Let's put this around our card like this. And I think I like that. And let's tie a knot. And I know this is the obvious place to put it. I just want to make sure that's laying flat in the back. And I may just go ahead and do this first part just to secure it. It's not super slick, but it could come undone without a lot of enticement. So let's just go ahead and put that on there. And then, let's see, I want to pop our sentiment up. This stamp set has the nicest sentiments, and they're big and they're chunky, and that's why I like them. It's just playing this out. Seeing how I might want to do something a little unconventional. Let's go ahead and bring this down a little long, just to give us some room to play. And let's go ahead and put a little Scotch tape down to hold these ends, and we'll snip that one a little bit better. Snip that off the roll. I don't think those will even show out the top, but I just kind of want to lay that on here. Okay, let's get some dimensionals in place. And we kind of want to see how this is going to be, because we don't want it to go right down in the center, you know, with our dimensionals. We want the cording to go right down through the center of our dimensionals. Didn't think that one came off. And let's just take this and let's just kind of do it this way. We maybe want to put this on this center cross here. Just kind of so it's centered. And you know, we could leave those as loops, but I don't think I like that. Let's lift this up a minute. And let's bring these loops down here even with the center. I like that better. Okay, that is better with this down here like that. And I'm trying to see or think about how I might want to do this. Think with each loop, I want to put a knot in it. And this is just an experiment. I did not do another card like this. All of my cards are a little bit different. I just thought, well, you know, we can do a few different things with this kind of cording that we can't do with some of our ribbons and such. So we're just going to give it an experiment. And if I don't like it, I will tear it apart and fix it. So we have those two here, and then we're just going to use our ribbon scissors and cut these. And we could just leave these. I just thought that, you know, I just wanted something a little bit different. I might just try and live with it just like this for a little bit. I don't know. I thought that maybe I might like to fray it out. Let's do it. And we don't need to go crazy fraying it out, but just the ends. Just, I don't think that this is something that will super fast get undone, clear up to here, but that's why I wanted to put that knot in. So how fun is this? Oh, it does figure as soon as I start filming. Somebody's mowing the lawn, but it has rained for days here, so you just kind of have to get those things done while you can. And I like that. That is really, really fun. I also thought, just to add a little bit more dimension, that we could put some of these black matte dots on here. And sometimes you can just put them in the pattern. See, right there is a fun little place. Okay, and let's put one right here. And I am going to use these bigger ones because they don't always work for other cards, but I kind of like them on here. Could put that there. I do think you can see it better down here. Let's just put it right here. And how fun is that? Just a sweet little card. I took a little bit more time with it because I did this on here. And you know, if it really drives me crazy later, I can just slip my scissors up under here and cut it off altogether, and it will just be, you know, like that. So you just have to go for it sometimes and give it a little try. So I want to show you some more of these great sentiments from the Sunny Sentiments. This is the same paper, just on the other side. And I just used a different shape. Now this one I embossed, this one I used pale papaya. You are going to want to use your Stamparatus to stamp these because they are so chunky. You want to make sure that you have that ability to go back and stamp them again. I found that especially true with the embossed ones. And this is that really pretty pale papaya ribbon. I used different layouts for the other parts of my set, but just these sentiments are the star of the show. You just don't need a lot else when you have such a bold greeting, and that's what I wanted to reiterate to you today. So I used the animal print embossing folder, and they have some kind of coordinating paper that has that same animal print on it. Use some of that same cording and matte black dots. Now this is also a white card base. You may not notice it because not much of it shows, but I just kind of wanted to put a mat around here. And I love this. This is probably my favorite sentiment. And this is some of our new Flirty Flamingo ribbon. And I just used some of these holiday rhinestones, actually is what these are, to put a few centers in the flowers. And I thought this was really fun. Just did a little strip here, but I matted it with some Granny Apple Green just to give it a little extra something. These are both that same layout. I just didn't add that extra mat around here. And I just used a crushed curry card base. I added some of these crushed curry matte dots and made a bow and used our tags. And I just thought these are both super, super fun cards, but there's not a lot of work to it. These are great beginner cards, but as you can see, I've stepped mine up, and so I don't find anything boring about them at all. I think that we as stampers and card makers are going to reach for this sentiment set again and again. It gives you a great jumping off point when you're not really sure what else to do. You don't have to come up with a lot. And I think you will enjoy using this set on many of your cards. As always, remember to be kind, send a card, and do something creative. Bye-bye.